Hey folks, how's it going? This is Seagull here, and I am back from my vacation. So let's get started with just catching up on all the Sims news. And yeah, the leaks were true. The Sims 1 and The Sims 2 got a re-release, though I was not expecting them to do this this live action trailer here. I'll have a link to it in the video description below. But that was a really fun watch. Reminds me a lot of those live action commercials they did for The Sims 1's expansion packs, where they'd have some live action shenanigans. At the very end, they would show a little bit of gameplay and say, like, brace yourself, The Sims have pets. Yeah, they even have the Sims 2 vampire with the blah sound clip there. And yeah, it's really great. Definitely recommend watching that. I can't help but imagine how this would have felt if the re-releases hadn't leaked at all, and then this just came out and it was like, whoa, okay, all this in the trailer, and we can play The Sims 1 and The Sims 2 again. However, many people have not actually been able to play them again because of crashing issues, and thankfully, they are planning to roll out some fixes. The Sims Direct linked to this statement from the Sims Game Info Hub over on the EA forums, where EA Cade says, So Simmers, we recognize some fans are currently experiencing various issues with the Sims Legacy Collection and the Sims 2 Legacy Collection. We are currently investigating these issues and hope to have more information on fixes soon. To help with our investigations, please ensure you're including screenshots, videos, DXDiags, and for TS1, vulcaninfo.exe files in your bug reports. That's a real shame that this is happening. I was hoping that since these are just re-releases and not full-on remakes, that this would have gone more smoothly, but thank goodness they're not simply abandoning these right after release. So let's talk more about what these re-releases have. So you have a few different options. You can get just the original The Sims by itself for $19.99 US. You can get The Sims 2 by itself for $29.99. And then there is the birthday bundle that includes both of them for a total of $39.99 US. It is for Windows 10 and 11 only, so nothing for Mac and nothing for console. Though it would be kind of interesting if they brought back the console versions of Sims 1 and The Sims 2, because they were essentially different games, even though they share the same name. They did release some official notes on all the changes for The Sims 1 and The Sims 2, so starting with Sims 1, this release does a lot under the hood to make this 25-year-old game work on your new computer. We thought we'd also make it easier to see all those classic pixels on your monitor. To scale the game to make better use of the screen space available, try using the Alt plus Enter key combination to cycle through the different scaling options. So you can have it be full screen, windowed, or windowed but full screen with the border still showing. I do not recommend that last option because it cuts off some of the bottom of the game, for me anyways. So I would recommend just playing in windowed or full screen. But they also say the game now supports the aspect ratio your monitor is set to, not restricted to 4:3. Different aspect ratios such as 16:9 gives a wider view of the game, crisper rendering and visual fidelity from changing how the game scales textures, fix several crashes, and improvements in fixes. The re-release includes all 7 of the original expansion pack, but it also throws in the Sims 4 throwback fit kit. So that's your chance to have that kit if you don't already own it. And then moving on to The Sims 2, it has all of the packs except for one, IKEA home stuff, because they do say that because of modern licensing restrictions, it did require the removal of one pack and some of the original songs. I'm not sure which ones they are though, because you can go into the options menu and then in the sound options, you can listen to all the different songs at your own leisure. I assumed that the radio songs would have quite a few removed because The Sims 2 was when they started getting artists to re-record their hit songs in Simlish, a very famous example being Katy Perry, Hot and Cold. There's a Simlish cover of that in the Apartment Life expansion, but I didn't notice anything missing. All the ones I remember from back in the day are still there. You are able to use Alt and Enter to go between full screen mode and windowed, though maybe don't do it too much in one session because I did that a few times while I was just on the neighborhood select screen and it crashed. So, yup, there are a few other updates to look out for. Like the graphic rules.sgr now supports modern hardware configurations. Fix a shadow bug that surrounded Sims with a big black square. Yeah, I remember having to get a fix for that for the Ultimate Collection. Widescreen and higher game resolutions are now supported. UI scales better to higher resolutions. Texture memory corruption and pink soup are fixed. Oh god, I remember that back in the day was an annoying thing. Dragging the Sims 2 window from one monitor to another works more smoothly. If your computer has a lot of RAM, The Sims 2 is able to use it, fix several crashes, and improvements and fixes. I also forgot to mention that The Sims 2 Legacy Bundle does include The Sims 4 Grunge Revival Kit, so it's really random that they threw in these Create a Sim kits. I don't know if it's because they could not include IKEA home stuff, so it's like an apology, or if it is just like a marketing ploy to sell more kits. That's probably the case, because with The Sims 1, they did manage to include all of the original packs. Hopefully Maxis can get these re-releases running more smoothly. I've heard of even a couple of bizarre cases like The Sims 1, if you get robbed by the burglar, your game may crash. And in The Sims 2, with Tweaky Island, if you try to vacation to the fancy hotel on the beach, that particular lot is broken. If you try loading into it, you'll just be stuck in an infinite load screen. So the only way to get your sim back is to go to that menu where you can add vacation worlds, but delete Tweaky Island and then load the household that's affected, and then you can cancel the vacation. So it's just so weird. I don't remember those even being problems back then, even though the original releases were not perfect either. But that's pretty much it for now. So feel free to let me know your thoughts on the Sims 1 and Sims 2 re-releases in the comment section below. And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.